Okay, so I already have my design started. I have two of them. So initially, I'll just show you real quick. I uploaded two versions, and one I removed all the lines, and one I removed all the in between. The one that I ended up using, and I'll just show you when I click on it, is the one that I removed all the lines, actually. I liked the way it looked better. When I brought it over, it's obviously just black right now, but you can see those lines are pretty crisp and clean. But when you change it to a foiled image, and this is foil fine or foil bold, you get very different looks, obviously. You just choose which foil you're going to use. I actually really like the medium. I'm going to make two separate frames. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually switch this to medium. I like the medium. Maybe do one medium, one bold. That could be cool. All right, let's do that. One medium, one bold. I'm going to flip this one vertically. And then I'm also going to do two squares where I'm going to be cutting out around the foil. So right now these foil shapes are 3.37 by 5.97. And actually these are going to go into a 4x6. No, wait. It's actually a 5x7 frame. So let's just go ahead and make these 5x7. And unlock the height. Okay, so we're going to do two of these. And we'll send them to the back so that they go behind. Because what I would like to do is not exactly center it. I want it to be kind of offset, and it might be easier if I just do it this way. We'll do two lined up here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can kind of see how they're lining up. Okay, so I have a little bit more space along the bottom of each one, which is fine. I'm going to possibly add a little bit more foil after the fact, but right now I just want these to be kind of centered in my frame or in my cardstock that I'm going to be cutting out to put into the frame. All right, so now I need to attach the foil pieces to each individually. So we'll select this layer and the foil layer and then attach. And then we'll do the same thing here. We're going to attach this layer and this layer. I want to move that over a little bit more. Whoops, I clicked my calculator. I didn't mean to do that, or my calendar. Just needs a little bit more nudging here. Okay. Select these layers and attach. So now these are attached together that the foil is going to go on top of the cut and it'll cut out and do the foil. Okay, so should be all good. Let's go ahead and make it. So we're going to click on the Make It button. You can see how it is here. We'll just use a 12 by 12 sheet of black cardstock with, oh wait, we do have two different foil sizes. Hold on, let's go back. I thought it looked different. I want to change this foil layer to be medium. I like the medium look. Okay, we'll do two mediums. You can see it right here. It does tell you. Tells you again over here. So kind of looking at it, we're just going to use foil, the medium foil tool, and then it'll cut out on my 12 by 12 cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to click continue, and I'm going to do, so we have all of our pieces. I'm going to use the craft board sampler, and I'm going to use the black that is in here because it's gorgeous. So we're going to choose the craft board. And then what we need to do, foil tip has little lines on the end, and I'm using the one that has the two lines because it's the medium. which is the tip I decided to use, and it's going in where my blade would normally go in the bee housing. Okay, so you want to make sure that you really adhere it down with the strips that come in the foil kit. And I like to make sure that there's really no bubbles in it, so I really try to smooth it out the best that I can and tape on at least 2 sides, if not all 4. This will really help you get a much more like solid foil transfer impression. Now I'm really kind of risking this with sizing the way that I am, but I did try to measure it up because I have it at the 1 inch and the 1 inch, and then like just a little bit over from the 6 inch and the 1 inch. So it should be pretty close. Pretty close. I'm gonna go ahead and then just grab another strip for each side. I just feel better when it's really adhered down. I feel like it just works better with the foil. And these are gonna be in my backdrops in both my office studios. So I want them to look as nice as I can make them and still be making them. The foil kit is so fun. Like, so fun. Okay, so as long as that's down, it should be pretty good. There's very little bubbling, a little bit here. I could probably peel this up. There we go. Now I'm going to load this in. Continue. It's gonna ask to do the foil first, and then it'll ask me to switch for the cutting. And I'm just going to search for the craft board, and that's it. Pretty simple. Okay. And Cricut. Okay, well, let's see what we can... Oh, well, you're not supposed to unload it, but we're going to cut it out differently anyway, because you can see I really misaligned. My bad. My bad. This is what I get for trying to scurry along today. Normally, you would not unload the mat. You would take out the foil tool, put back in your blade, and cut it out. But because I'm going to have to hand cut those out anyway, I've already started. We'll even see if we can make it work for what I want to work for, but we'll see in a second. I started cutting out a few new layers here. So I did black at 5 by 7, and now I'm doing white at 6.5 by 4.5. And we're going to cut this down. If it even still works. We'll see in a minute. Okay, so slowly I'm going to peel this back. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's definitely not as crisp as a normal foil image would be. It's not. Ooh, and then I got the adhesive stuck there. Okay, I'm making a mess today. Slow it down. Here's the tip. Slow down, people. No, here's the tip. Just slow down. Okay, so I'm going to hand cut these guys out for my frame still. I think I can clean it up a little and make this still really look very pretty. Oh gosh, that one's gorgeous. That one's, the white gold or rose gold is just, that's perfection. This one needs a little help. If we slow down to measure ourselves better, we probably would have had better success. I know we would have had better success here. And we wouldn't have adhesive stuck into our foil also. Okay, not a problem. It's not a problem. To still go in our frame. These would still be beautiful card fronts. There's a lot of different possibilities with this. I'm going to peel my mat away from cardstock. Okay, so what I'm going to do is create kind of my own new lines here. Again, I'm just gonna kind of free eyeball it, cut it down. Okay, so it's not gonna have all those edges any longer because they're not as crisp as I would want them to be. Again, came from my rushing and not fully aligning, but I mean, I'm not upset about it. And I actually kind of think not having this border might actually be prettier than my original plan. I kind of like it. So let's just play with it. Just kind of cutting right along that edge to keep as much of it intact as possible. Really, it's very crisp, and you still get that gorgeous detail, and those layers are still swirling and moving through in a pretty beautiful way. So I'm not that upset about it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really not that upset about it. So now I just have to see if I like the white and black layers of paper with it. So let me just kind of play with this for a second. I feel like that white is too, like, it's too much, right? Like, I would almost feel better if there was another just small sliver of a color other than white in between. So let's see what options I have. All right, I have some gold vellum sheets. Let's see if we kind of separate it with that, what we think. Oh, I kind of like it. I'm going to place this down on here with ETG. And I'm going to cut it very specifically to each one. Since they're not a specific size anymore, I'm going to just line up and cut it out with it on there. Okay. That's pretty. So it's a golden vellum. Again, had it in my craft stash. I'm not entirely sure the brand or where it came from. Actually, I do know where it was. I don't remember the brand. They were in a Above Ruby Studio kit back in, I believe it was 2011. It was from a kit that we did that was very Asian inspired and had Kaiser craft paper in it. And this is what it was. That's what this is from. But I don't know the brand of this any longer, which I apologize. Okay, so now I'm just going to adhere these. Directly down. That looks really pretty. Really, really pretty. All right. I'm going to grab the Trust in the Lord stamp set that's new. I think it's beautiful, and I want to use this Be Strong and Courageous on here. And I am really, really hoping that I can do this the way that I think I can. I think the portion that I want to do, but I want to do Be Strong on one, and I want to do Be Courageous on the other. I think I'm going to do Be Strong on the gold. I'm going to use my Pitt Artist pen in gold. to ink this. I will have to go over it more than once. And this will keep me from cutting this apart, even though I still kind of want to cut it apart because I have a couple ideas for using this separately in life. But for today, we'll leave it intact. We'll just use the marker to fully ink. Okay. Making sure it's good and wet on those finer detailed areas. We should be okay. I'm blowing on it, huffing on it to give it a little more moisture. Oh, that's perfect. Be strong. I need to fully clean this off. Okay. Okay. And courageous. And they are ready to go into my 5x7 frames. I'm just gonna layer that behind the other design in here. I love it. Absolutely love it. And now they're in frames and they're perfect and I love them so much. You can come over and check out this stamp set. There is a link to meganelizabeth.closetomyheart.com. Again, this is called The Trust in the Lord, and I just absolutely love every stamp in this. But the Cricut foil kit really is just such a beautiful way to embellish and bring to life projects in a fun new way, from your scrapbook pages to your card making to decor to jewelry, whatever it would be. So I hope that you guys have a great day. Enjoy the moments. Come on over and visit us at shemakes.club. I would love to have you be part of our exclusive membership and community where we just share stories that make our life, and we do a live creative workshop every month and cut files and all kinds of other exclusive tutorials. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.